Welcome back to Thruxton after the second Bennetts British Superbike Championship race of the weekend and returning to the podium for Master Mac by Hawk Racing Honda. Charlie Nesbitt. Charlie, yesterday was your first podium. You're still in your rookie season, and today you followed it up with another podium in a longer race. Talk us through it, because that one was really intense and it went right down to the wire again, didn't it?
Yeah, it was hectic from the get-go, if I'm honest. There was a lot of overtakes. Everyone wanted to sort of set their own pace. You wanted to get to the front, set their times, just for tyre life towards the end of the race. But yeah, no, it was a really good race. I made a small mistake towards the end. I think about 3 or 4 laps. I don't know when it was from the end, but yeah, it opened up a gap to Jason and Lee Bob. But yeah, no, I had to push on a little bit there and use a little bit more tyre than I wanted to. But yeah, no, I'm really happy, and really happy for the team as well.
And to follow it up so consistently today, we have another race still to come. Is there anything that you think you could do differently for race 3? Is there anything you're looking at changing?
No, I don't think we're going to be changing too much. You know, the bikes were working really well. You know, I'm comfortable on it. So I think if we can just, again, get away, settle down, and then, yeah, see what we've got in the last 4 laps again and see where we end up.
That's great. Congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.
And becoming the 11th different podium finisher of the 2023 Bennetts British Superbike Championship season for Cheshire Mouldings Kawasaki, it's Lee Jackson. Lee, the first podium of the year for Kawasaki, the first of the year for the team as well. You really had to fight in that one. You came so close yesterday. Talk us through the weekend and how important it was for you to be back on the podium here.
Yeah, it's been a good weekend. We've went back to basics at the start of the weekend and just worked on the tyre life, understanding what we had for the longer races come today. So it's been a great weekend. Been learning, been putting everything into practice that we've learned over the years. And yesterday, just narrowly missing out. I wanted to make amends today and getting second, and really makes up for it. So close to the win, but the Yamaha just had that little extra on the final 2 laps. So maybe a few little tweaks to go for in race 3, but I'm really happy with the bike. The team's working really great this weekend. I feel comfortable. Long race, but I felt pretty calm mid-race. There's a lot of people that as soon as you pass them, they want to dive straight back underneath you, and they're not looking the next 12 laps. So that can get quite hectic. And it was 5 abreast at one point down the back straight. So you just got to try and hold.
You stayed calm during that.
Fairly calm. I had my young teammate out front at one point, so my eye was on him because I knew he had good race pace, and if I could just sit in the group, and that was my main aim, and just try and chip my way through, come later in the race, that was my plan, and luckily it worked. And
you had the lead right until the end, until Jason came through. Did you know how close it was? Did you know how much everyone was closing?
I had like plus 0.0 on the board for most of the race, and then last lap I got plus 0.1 with a group of 1, and I was quite glad that there was only one person to try and defend into chicane. So I knew it was close, but I wasn't sure how the guys would catch on the last lap. Coming into the last chicane, you get such a slipstream, the gap can soon shrink. So the last lap it was a case of just be consistent and be as smooth as I could.
Great. Congratulations on being back on the podium, Lee.
Thank you.
Making it a double win for McCamp's Yamaha here in race 2 at Thruxton, Jason O'Halloran. Jason, you were 10th at the end of the first lap, and you really had to work hard to get back through the pack, and it wasn't until the end that you managed to capture the lead from Lee. Talk us through it, and congratulations on the double. You clearly have great pace here, keeping up the Thruxton record.
Yeah, thank you. It was after yesterday, I knew the race today was going to be good for us. I also knew it'd be tight at the front. A lot of guys can hang in there for the majority of the race. Starting back on the 3rd row made things a little bit more tricky. It's nice to get to the front and run your own pace, but really difficult to manage the race when you have to try and move your way forward, but also try and conserve your tyre. So at one stage, I was quite a long way back. I was in 10th and 8th, and just slowly but surely worked my way forward. Just tried not to panic. But it's really hard to pass these guys. They're all going really fast, so you got to pick your points and also not use too much tyre whilst doing that. So a lot of strategy in that race. I'd like to say it was planned perfectly. A couple of laps towards the end, I was starting to stress a little bit, but yeah, it worked out. We got to the front. Once I got to the front, put my head down, got a little bit of a gap, and then brought it home. So yeah, really happy with that. Amazing to do another double down here at Thruxton. 25 wins now, which is incredible. And yeah, really enjoying it.
And that's moved you up as well to 4th in the standings. It's clear that here you have a bit of an advantage. What do you think you can do in race 3?
I think again I'm starting down on the grid again, so it'll be another long race, shall we say. And these guys know that when I come by, they try and pass me back. They don't want to let me get away. So yeah, the races get more tricky once they start to figure a few things out. But I'll just do my own thing, focus on my own race, plan my race with a lap time that I think I can do to the end. Try not to panic too much and see if we can win another one.
Congratulations, Jason.
Thank you.